So today's class we're going to talk about the PROC transpose. So let's take one sample data set. I have created already test 1. So in this test we can see 1, 2, 3, 4 columns, 5 observations. 2 are character variables, 2 are numeric variables. So let's try the simple PROC transpose, a simplistic form of PROC transpose. PROC transpose data is equal to, you want to transpose this data test 1 and give out equal to result. We're gonna run it. Let's see what's happened when we run this. We're gonna get result. So we get name underscore name underscore. We got call 1 to call 5. So we got 2 variables, age and height, that has been transposed. And when you look at closely, they both are the numeric variables. We didn't get any name or gender being transposed. So by default, PROC transpose transposes the numeric variable. Now, getting into in depth of PROC transpose, we have different options we can use in PROC transpose, and we have different statement we can use in PROC transpose. So first of all, we are going to talk about the options in PROC transpose. What options we have? Option in PROC transpose. Mostly we have 2 options in PROC transpose. First is name and prefix. These are the 2 options within PROC transpose. So let's see one by one. So let's take this. What name and prefix can do. So we have this result. We got test from PROC transpose data test 1 out result. Let's give it a result 1. Then give the name is equal to student criteria and prefix is equal to underscore. Now we run it and let's see the result. The result one we get student criteria, name 1, name 2, name 3, name 4. When compare it to this, so underscore name, call 1, call 2, call 3, call 4, they've been converted into student criteria, name 1, name 2, name 3, name 3. So name we can use it to name the underscore, name underscore, and prefix we can use it to give prefix to the column names. So these are the two options in PROC transpose. Let's talk about the statements. Statements in PROC transpose. There are three statements. First one is ID, second one is where, third one is by. These are the three statements we are going to use within the PROC transpose step. So let's take this. First we're gonna talk about the ID. What does the ID do? So ID will take the value of variable and convert it into the variable name. Let's see what does it mean. So we have call 1, call 2, call 3, call 4, call 4. We have name 1, name 2, name 3, name 4 after we give prefix name underscore. So now we want, instead of this name 1, name 2, name 3, name 4, name 5, we want these names Ram, Cham, Priti, Lata, Jaggu. These are the variable values. Name is a variable and Ram, Cham, Priti, Lata, Jaggu is the variable values. So we want these variable values as name 1, name 2, name 3, like Ram, Cham. So what this ID do? Let's take it as result 2. If we give ID name, and then we run it, see, we're gonna get Ram, Cham, Priti, Lata. Instead of name underscore 1, name underscore 2, instead of call 1, call 2, we're gonna get Ram, Cham, Priti. So what ID do? ID will take the values of variables and convert it into the variable names. Let's close all this. Now second one is where. So by default we know PROC transpose is only numeric variable. If you want to transpose the gender, which is a character variable, so we can use the var statement to transpose character variable. Var statement we have to mention numeric also. If we only mention the character, it will only transpose the character. Like you wanna see. This is var statement. So give var as only gender, give it a result 3, and then start running the program. We will get result 3. Let's see, we got the gender Ram, male, Shamyam, Priti F, Lata F, Jago F. So we only got the gender variable in the transpose variable. So if we want age, and then we run it, result 3, we're gonna get age, the gender M, and after that age. If you want height, you can give height also. result 3 will give gender, age, height. So it will display all the transpose variable you mention in the var variable. Next we have by statement. First thing about two things we have to mention, like do before we use the by statement. First we have to sort the dataset. By that by variable. Second one is it doesn't the variable doesn't transpose itself. Let's see how this, like first thing we're gonna take and it's mostly used for combination of variable. So let's take this general. So I want to let's talk about this data set. I want age variables as a by variable. With respect to age, I want to get the gender and height variable with respect to age. So let's see. So I give by variable as a age and then var variable as a gender and height. If you're gonna transpose it, if I'm going to transpose it, let's give result 4. So if I check the log, it will give the error data work.test1 is not sorted in ascending order. So we have to first sort this. So data PROC sort data is equal to test1 by age, then run. First we sort this data set, and then we go result 4. So if we see the log, let's do it one more time. PROC sort I opened it in so it's PROC sort sorted by age, then after that going to PROC transpose, so we get numeric variable input data converted into character output. So we have numeric and character both variable in transpose, so we're gonna get that note. So if we check the result code, now we can see age 21 with respect to a gender and height. So if we look at it by age with respect to gender, the combination of the variable, and we look at the value at the original data set. So we have 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 42. In this we have also that values. So in the original dataset and this dataset, the values didn't change. It became double because of the combination with respect to a gender and with respect to a height. But it doesn't transpose, it always stays the same. So we have to keep in mind about that. If we mention the variable in by statement, that variable doesn't gonna transpose itself, it's gonna remain same. So let's see the example. So you're gonna understand. I'm gonna give you 3 tips about you can transpose any dataset with that tips. So the first tip, like 3 tips. First one, look at the output table. That has no transpose variables, then use by statement for that variable. Number 2, see the top and the output dataset. What variable values of the variable are being used as variable name. Give it id statement. Third, see the variable values in the output dataset. And give what statement for that variable. Let's see these 3 rules by example. So let's take an example. To explain these 3 rules. So I have some dataset already created. So these are 2 datasets. So this is dataset T1. In dataset T1 we have 3 variables: PID, age, weight, and we have 6 observations. In dataset out.tt, this dataset I created, I wanted to transpose this dataset. This dataset, I want to transpose this dataset into this dataset. So I want to transpose this dataset into this one. So let's take a look. Now rules. First, let's give PROC transpose data equal to tt1 out equal to tt1 trans. Now look at the output table that has no transpose variable. This is the output table which is not transposed at all. It is PID. You can see PID 100 and 104. And if we see the input data set, we have hundreds, 104. They have in multiple observations, but we have 100 and 104. They are not transposed like this. So they are same as well. And age and weight, we can't see any variable in there. So we're gonna use by for PID. After that, see the top of the output dataset what variable values of the variable are being used as variable name. So these are the variable values. So if you see the top of it, we have 5 6 7 5 6 7. If you look into the input dataset, we have 5 6 7 5 6 7. We have age variable that is being transferred into the top as a variable name. So you have to use ID as age. And third one, these are the which variable are being transposed. So 50, 56, 89, 59, 58, these are the weight values are being transposed. So we're going to mention var as a weight. And we're going to run it. Let's see log. And we got tt1 trans. So look at it. So I didn't sort the PID because it already in ascending order, but we have to sort it always. If you mention the by variable, we have to sort it by that variable. So we got the result, but we didn't get WT here. Like we have written output data set WT underscore. So what we can give to give a WT, we can use prefix. To give WT underscore. So if I run it again, you can get WT7. But we have underscore name underscore weight. We don't want this variable because it doesn't have it in our dataset, so we can drop this. We can give dataset option of drop underscore name underscore. So if you run it, you can get the same output data set as like this data set. So you can See this rule, if you follow these 3 rules you can transpose any data sets. Thank you for this class. So if you want more lectures like this, you can like the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.